and today is a Q&A Weekends episode where we answer your question right here on the show. If you have a question you want to ask, just email us at support@businessrepublic.net, or you can send me a tweet on Twitter. My handle is BizRepublic, B-I-Z-Republic. As always, I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today's question comes from Steven. And Steven asks, what's the big deal with Snapchat? Do I need to be using it? What a great question, Steven, and a timely question. Snapchat is all the buzz these days, and many of us are asking the question, should I be getting on Snapchat? Should I be using Snapchat? You might be even asking, what is Snapchat, and why would I use it to help my business? I'm going to explain all these things, as well as my personal opinion when it comes to if you need to be on Snapchat or any social media platform for that matter. I'll also share with you how to use a social media platform best, whether it's Snapchat or anything else. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Acuity Scheduling. Get your schedule in order and get your clients to book you with ease with Acuity Scheduling. They make it easy for you to share your calendar with your clients so they can book you, and they can even pay you at the time of booking if you'd like. This syncs with your already existing calendars like Google, iCal, Outlook, and much more. We use Acuity Scheduling and we absolutely love it. Give them a try for free. They're giving us an amazing trial at 45 days. So if you want to grab a 45-day free trial of Acuity Scheduling, just go to acuityscheduling.com/MBA. That's ACUITY scheduling.com/MBA. So Steven asks, what's the big deal with Snapchat, and do I need to be using it? So let's first get into what is Snapchat, and then we'll get into if it's useful, if you should be using it to help your business, and much more. So Snapchat used to be an app on your phone that allowed you to send messages that disappeared automatically after a certain amount of seconds. And this was a very popular app with young people, teenagers, because they would send pictures and things they didn't want to have saved for a long period of time. You can connect the dots. But Snapchat has changed over the course of the years, and they introduced something called Stories. And Stories allows you to compile video clips and images throughout the day, and it allows to share your story or share your day with other people on Snapchat. So I can follow you on Snapchat and look at your story and see what you've done today. Every snap, whether video or photo, on Snapchat lasts 24 hours. So I can always see what you've done in the last 24 hours when I go on Snapchat and check out your profile. Now, Snapchat has become incredibly popular in the last few years with youth, with young people, with teenagers. But don't get me wrong, everyone uses Snapchat. It is directed towards teens, but it's also directed towards adults. And like I said, even though it's a hit amongst teenagers, it's growing its demographic with everyday users. And the growth of Snapchat is growing so incredibly fast every day. Currently, they have 1.5 billion monthly active users. Those are active users. And the CEO of Snapchat, Evan Spiegel, said that in the last few months, they're getting over 100 million daily users. This was reported back in January 12th of this year, 2016. They've become a monster in social media. In fact, Facebook tried to buy them for $3 billion. Snapchat said no, and they currently are evaluated at $10 billion. So what does this all mean for you? How could you use Snapchat? How could it help you in your business? Or more importantly, do you need to use it to improve your business? So I'm going to take a step back here and make a pretty broad statement. Maybe a statement not a lot of people in our industry would agree with, but I firmly believe this. Let's take a step back and talk about social media in general, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, it doesn't matter. Social media is a great place to engage with your audience, to engage with other people. But the platform itself isn't actually you doing business. It's a form of media. You don't actually build the business on Facebook or Snapchat. That's something that you have to do on your own property, on your own entity, whether that's a website or a physical business. The point of any kind of media, whether it's social, a podcast, a YouTube channel, is to bring awareness to what you do so you can get people to come and check you out on your website or wherever you do business. That's where business gets done, not social media. I also believe that social media has no place for any new entrepreneur. If you're getting started right now and you're building your business, you shouldn't be thinking about social media. It's not something that's essential. You don't need it to build a business. You don't need it to be able to make money. There's plenty of entrepreneurs out there that are not on social media and they're doing great. And it doesn't mean that they're doing well just because they're off social media. It just shows you that it's not going to make or break your business. You have to get started with actually having your actual value, your actual offer. What are you selling? What is your product? What is your service? What are you offering to build trust and rapport? Do you have a freemium product? Do you have a website for people to check out? Do you have regular content that goes out, whether that's videos on YouTube, a podcast, a blog? What's your content marketing strategy? These are the essentials before you even look at which social media platform you should be on. But if you're already at that point where you have these things, you have something to offer, you have something to buy, people know how to find you, you have content going out, you have a freemium that's on your website so people can check you out, you're in business, you're actually doing it, you need to choose a social media platform that is a good fit for your audience. Where is your audience hanging out? If your customers are teens, then Snapchat may be a great platform for you to be on. But when it comes to social media and business, I highly recommend people not to be overwhelmed. Don't be compelled to be on every single platform. When we first got started, we started with Twitter. We built our following there, and then we moved on to Facebook. And the reason why we chose these platforms is because we found our audience engages there. So follow your audience when it comes to the social media platform. Also, take a look at how the platform leverages the certain media you're going to be using. So if you're a photographer, then Instagram is a perfect platform for you. Facebook as well, because they do images very well. If you do highly produced videos, like Marie Folio, for example, who has high production value, is really well edited, then YouTube is a great platform. Snapchat is not the same because this is live video that gets shot with your phone. There is no editing. You just actually snap it, you shoot it, and it adds to your story. So if you are a travel blogger, you might find that Snapchat is very useful because you can take snaps, you can take video clips of your travels and show people what you're going through throughout the day, how to negotiate with, maybe a stall in a foreign country, how to buy a bus pass, things like that. And that could be useful to have Snapchat as a part of your social media efforts. But again, any social media is a way for you to get awareness, and your whole purpose is to get them back to where you do business, your website. Guys, I got more on today's topic, but before that, let me give some love to today's sponsor, Harry's. Guys, everyone knows that things come in sets of threes. What does that have to do with anything? Well, get this. March is the third month of the year. It also happens to be our friends over at Harry's third year anniversary as a business, so congrats, Harry's. And if you're new at Harry's, they have a very, very special deal for you. You could try 3 of their expertly crafted 5-blade German razors, a handle, and shaving cream for just $10. With Harry's, I got the best shave I've had in a long time, and my skin gets irritated when I have to shave over and over in the same spot on my face. But with Harry's 5 blades, it just makes it super smooth with just one stroke. The Harry's set with our special promo code is an amazing deal. You get the razor, you get 3 razor blades and shaving cream for just $10. Originally, it's $15, so even the original price is pretty cheap. But you'll save $5 and get it for $10 if you go to harrys.com, that's HARRYS.com, and use promo code MBA at checkout. Again, that's harrys.com, promo code MBA. Guys, Snapchat is a new and exciting new platform, but I highly encourage you to have your business in order, you have things in order so you have something to give them when they check you out when you're on social media. If live video and storytelling is a part of your business and your audience uses Snapchat, then it might be a great time to get in early. And if you're wondering, how do you know if your audience uses Snapchat? Ask them, send them an email, or get in forums or Facebook groups of businesses or markets that your business is all about. Ask people, how many of you guys use Snapchat? Thinking about getting on, and see how many people say yes. Guys, I hope that helps, and I hope you enjoyed Q&A Weekends this Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow we have a very, very special guest episode with Brandon Turner from Deeper Pockets, a huge podcast on iTunes, and a huge real estate and investing site, biggerpockets.com. Brandon wrote a best-selling book, and he wants to show how you can write a book too in record time in 100 days or less. He's going to give you the full game plan in tomorrow's episode, so make sure you hit subscribe and get it automatically. All right, guys, before I go, I want to leave you with this. Don't get overwhelmed with social media. Even if you're not on any social media, it's okay. Take your time in choosing and just work on building your business and your value to your audience. I recently listened to an interview with Seth Godin on Tim Ferriss's podcast, and he is very, very strongly against social media, period. He thinks it's a big waste of time and doesn't think it really helps him or his business. It may seem like a very extreme view, but it just goes to show, Seth is a very successful person in his business, successful author, successful speaker. And he chooses not to be on social media because he feels like it's a big distraction. And it doesn't help him focus on getting better at what he wants to get better at. So keep it in mind, not everybody's on social media, and you don't have to be on social media if you don't feel like it's a good fit. All right, guys, I hope that helps, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. I'll see you then.